Hi guys and welcome to TechBased. In this video we're going to talk about the latest Windows 11 Insider preview build for the Canary channel. And well, we have some news related to the Canary channel, and that is Microsoft is getting ready to release new features in the new branch. And as you can see, we have the new build 27686 and version is dev. So one thing that you need to pay attention related to the Canary channel, these builds and certainly most of these features are not necessarily tied to any specific Windows 11 or Windows version in general. So it doesn't mean that these builds or these features are necessarily features that will ship in a future Windows 11 or Windows version. So in this video, as always, I'm going to try to explain everything that is new and what you need to know about this new branch and new build. And if you enjoy videos like these, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with the notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. So let's begin with the video. First of all, a huge thank you to Phantom Machine 3 for providing more information about this build. And first of all, you need to know that these builds are part of the Lithium semester, and the Lithium started in late January, and this was delayed because Microsoft was focused on Windows 11 24H2 most likely. And also, since the Lithium build releases started so late, it is highly likely that it won't be long before insiders are given builds from another new semester, this time Selenium, possibly as soon as September. And also, it is important to note that at this time there is no reliable evidence of these builds being previews for a whole new version of Windows, for example Windows 12. Now let's go ahead and check out some of the new stuff that we have in this build. First of all, Microsoft is testing out Windows Sandbox client preview. So I'm just going to open Windows Sandbox here. Basically, this build includes the new Windows Sandbox client preview that is now updated via the Microsoft Store. As part of this preview, Microsoft is introducing runtime clipboard redirection, audio/video input control, and the ability to share folders with the host at runtime. So I think that is pretty nice. And you can access these by clicking this button on the app. As you can see, it has a nice load animation, and also it matches the Windows 11 design principles. Also, this preview includes a super early version of command line support. Commands may change over time, so you can easily use Sandbox. When you first open it up on this build, it's going to do an update, and then you're going to have this new version. And here you have features such as full screen, share folder, clipboard redirection, audio input, and video input. So I think Windows Sandbox is shaping up to be a really decent and good virtualization platform in my opinion, and it could be useful for testing certain things that you're not sure of. And of course, as I've said, when you open up the Microsoft Store, we're going to be able to see that Windows Sandbox should now be updated via the Microsoft Store. And we have it here, Windows Sandbox. It has been updated in my computer, and it should be on yours as well if you are on the latest Canary build. And of course, on these builds from the Canary channel especially, you're going to need to have patience because you're going to encounter a few bugs. For example, this one, as soon as I closed Windows Sandbox, it stays open in my taskbar. Also, if I try to close it out completely using Task Manager, most likely it will crash my Task Manager. So of course, you need to learn to live with these bugs if you are enrolled in the Canary channel, which is highly experimental. As you can see, right now when I'm trying to close out Task Manager, it just crashes it out. Also, some features that were previously rolled out to insiders in the Canary channel may disappear with these builds, but the features that disappeared should begin rolling out again to insiders over time. Also, great news for laptops. Microsoft made optimizations to improve battery life for PCs running this build and above in the Canary channel, so I think that is pretty interesting. Related to the settings app, we have some new improvements. So for example, related to VHDs, you're going to notice that we now have the option to detach VHD, which is a feature that I heard was really requested by a lot of users. So you can test that out in settings, system, storage, and then disks and volumes. You're also going to notice changes related to HDR if your device supports it. For example, a new option to allow HDR video streaming even when HDR is off. So I think this setting is pretty interesting. You're going to see a screenshot from Phantom Machine 3 of how that looks. Also, inside disks and volumes, there are certain inconsistencies with the Windows 11 design principles fixed. For example, rounded corners and some nice low animations, and I think that is great. And also, this builds adds support for REFS version 3.15, even though Windows still formats partitions with the old version. Related to networking, in the Canary channel, to help Microsoft evaluate future improvements in network performance, your device may periodically run network tests in the background to collect diagnostic data. These tests will use a small amount of data, up to 10 megabytes per day, and will only run on Ethernet and Wi-Fi connections that are not marked as mattered. This will only occur on PCs in the Canary channel running this build and above. Also, in formatting disks from the command line using the format command, Microsoft increased the FAT32 size limit from 32 gigabytes to 2 terabytes. So we also have a few fixes in this build. For example, related to dev drives, Microsoft fixed an issue where dev drive VHDs weren't automatically remounting when the underlying volume was dismounted and brought back online. Related to the lock screen, Microsoft did some work to help address an issue where the battery icon displayed on the lock screen might be out of sync with the actual battery level of of your PC. Related to Windows security, Microsoft fixed an issue in the Windows security app where if you browse the networks under firewall and network protection, it showed a broken glyph next to the network name rather than a network icon. Related to the settings app, Microsoft fixed an issue under settings, system, and then disks and volumes where there was no space between the create and attach VHD buttons. Also inside settings, system, and then power and battery, where an issue where the power mode option was showing in cases where it couldn't be changed, leading to a blank dropdown. And also fixed an issue where if you searched in settings for kiosk and clicked the result for setting up kiosk mode, it wouldn't navigate to the correct page for doing that. And also one other fix, Microsoft fixed an issue in registry editor where when editing a D-word or a Q-word, if you pasted in a hex value into the text box and saved it, the value saved might not be the one you had entered, so this was fixed. So this is pretty much all there is to it right now related to this new semester and this new branch that Microsoft is starting to test out features on. I think this is pretty interesting, and of course please let me know below in the comments what is your opinion on this. Make sure to also check out the article below for more information about this and also the official Microsoft blog post. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with the notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. I was your man at home TechBased. Until next time, have a nice day.